please tell us how you got the role of Gina and like the audition process. You were in New York, right?
I was in New York. I was working on I was in a Broadway show.
Pardon me.
I know.
Say less.
But you know what? The funny thing was, I didn't have an agent. I didn't have a manager. I had no representation. I was just like scrappy. You know what I mean? I was young.
Yeah.
I was like trying to do the thing and do it on my own. So Chelsea brought me in because they knew me. Like lucky.
I remember those offices, child.
So do I.
And you know, lucky for me, we made a relationship in my time doing Rent. So came in for the first audition, and it's like you said, I knew who she was.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew who she was, you know?
That's right.
And so I just did the thing. I tried to make it fun. Can I tell you something else?
Please.
That was the first time I ever auditioned for a television.
Really?
Stop
ever,
it.
Ever.
Stop.
Ever. I didn't know what I was doing.
You would never.
I had no idea.
No.
I was making it up.
What we've said about all of us from Jump is there was literally no one else on earth who could have played that
could have
character.
done it. Yeah.
No one.
That could have done it.
No one.
And
Absolutely.
I cannot imagine. I mean, Gina Gambaro, like I just, again, watching it for the first time, I'm just having a fucking blast watching you. Like it is just like, she is so like, because I only knew you as like Ava, you know what I mean? Like, and not having watched it, that I'm like, I love Gina. Like Gina she's a nightmare, but she's fun. And I want to watch her.
Did you have any sort of reference for Gina, or did you just sort of like make her up in your own head? Like for me, for Hilda, I definitely pulled, I mean, Hilda's definitely me. Let's not even front. But like it's definitely also my family and my cousins and sort of all of that.
Yeah, I did. So it was sort of a combination of Adriana from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
That was like Sopranos time, but like make her in like a comical world. And so I thought of all my friends and my family in Rhode Island who are very Italian. Like that set that they built for Gina's house is like, that's it. That with all the gold and all the gold and the things.
Baby.
Plastic covered couch.
My Italian family in Philadelphia. It's giving very that tea.
Yes.
So, okay. So in terms of Gina, I mean, I feel like Hilda and Gina were sort of two sides of the same
They were
coin.
foils for each other.
Yeah. I love, by the way, I've never had it since. Like I've never had a nemesis.
Yeah.
You know, that could really give me as good as I got. And I feel like that relationship was so juicy and good for me. Like when we fought.
And I will say too, one of my favorite lines, like of the episodes that I've seen, is the exchange between the two of you. You broke my plasma.
Let me tell you, I can't go to like a family dinner.
Say this
without hearing someone say. I mean, like that
you
has
broke my
me.
plasma.
I'm telling you, Christmas dinner. Someone's telling me that I broke their plasma.
I guess we owe you $3,000
and 50 cents. But I remember that fight scene between us, which was, whenever I watch it, to me, it just brings me so much joy because it's so flippin' hilarious. Like, when do we ever get to do stuff like that? Like the physical comedy of it all and us just sort of going at it. And I think you're so real in it. You know, I mean, I think that we were all
you look fucking hot.
By the way.
Sorry.
You know what, though? I can't help watching that second episode where there was so much hair clipped into my head.
We've been talking a lot about hair on this podcast.
4 times the size that it normally is. I was like, they must have been like 5 packages of clip-in hair extensions.
We've been
on my
talking
head.
a lot about hair on this
We've
on
been
this
talking
program.
a lot about hair. They
was
did
epic.
right by you. I think your extensions were actually some of the better ones.
Well, no, she had all of the bundles that should have been in your ponytail. Because you
Right.
had 2 strands
we
of hair
should've-
in your ponytail.
We should have shared. I don't know why. They just gave it all to me.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I have things to say about this.
Please.
So
Tell,
first
talk.
thing to say is I think it's really interesting, and I don't know if you remember this or like clocked this, but in the pilot episode, I really feel like they were intending Gina to be Betty's nemesis.
Mhm.
And then something happened, and I don't know when or where, that they were like, oh, no. This is between Hilda and Gina.
Yeah.
And then it became like, and that was the running thing, which I love. I don't know why that happened, how that happened, but I love that it
That
happened.
is so interesting because I never thought of it that way. I'm very proprietary of you.
Yeah, she does have a big ownership.
No, I
over
really
you.
have a very big ownership. I'm always like, Ava's mine.
No, she's like, I'll text Ava.
I'll text Ava.
Don't
I
worry.
got Ava.
You're like,
Ava's
I got
mine.
it.
Like Ava and I talk. We're in touch. Like I know everything. But that's so funny. You're right. And it would make sense because of the whole Walter situation and everything like that. That's so interesting. But the thing is, people always talk about chemistry between female and male actors and how that's a thing. But I don't think people talk enough about, like just characters who like actors or characters that have chemistry. And I think Hilda and Gina had such chemistry that it was sort of undeniable. And we always talk about how these writers were so brilliant to sort of pick up on all the little nuances and really run with it. And one of the reasons I think we were so successful is because they did do that. And, it's so, I've never, ever thought about it from that angle, but you're right. We had, just you and I had such chemistry.